But we've been here for a long time, and we love having art shows. We love having gatherings like this. We love being part of the future and part of the past. So thank you again for coming. We also just wanted to point out the Bridge Studio Collective is on the walls here. We'll have them up till the middle of September. One of your fabulous bartenders over there, Leon, he is the artist that did these beautiful birds smoking cigarettes back there. So you've got some talent behind the bar. Also, your other bartender, Ralphie, he's a terrific artist as well. So please take time to check out the art, check out the names of the artists. The art is for sale. And we will have another show in September, and we'd just love for you to come back and keep visiting us. So again, have a great night, have a great time with your pitches. We really appreciate you. Thank you.
My hand is hurt. All right, guys, good to meet you.
Our pitch night, and we have a lot of exciting news for you today because we make progress, and this time around we have not only a distinguished jury and fantastic judges
and great startups, but we also have sponsorship and cash prizes.
Oh, and streaming. Yeah. So a lot of blessings today. And let us first start from introducing our fantastic jury. Can we first introduce, where is Serafina?
So we have Serafina, Kevin, and Porter. That would be wonderful if you could say a word, each of you, to introduce yourself.
Perfect. Hello everyone, my name is Serafina. I'm a current managing director at a Founder Institute, so I look after LA and Boston chapter. Thank you, Kathleen. Prior to becoming venture capital or startup incubator, I was a startup founder. So I was in a beauty tech company, so I did my company for 6 years and raised 3 venture capital funding and sold my products in Korea, US, Indonesia, and Austria, and then decided to come to US for my master's at MIT. So I was at MIT advising MIT Innovation Fund, and also a mentor at MIT Entrepreneurship Club. And then I move on to becoming an EIR at a blockchain, $15 billion company called ChainLink. And then I moved to Silicon Valley as a director under $2 billion fund, venture capital fund. And I move on to another venture capital fund, access to $100 million as a partner. And now I'm here supporting you guys. So I know I've been both sides as a startup founder, and now I'm here to support you. So I look forward to hearing all your pitches. And even though you're not pitching, if you are interested in building a product, idea stage or early stage, doesn't matter, come and talk to me. And happy to be here. Thank you.
And spoiler, actually Geraldine is also mentored by Serafina, and she's very happy Yeah, I know because I know because even after drinking, like she told me, she's happy. So she's happy.
Yeah, I know that's wonderful, and I'm so happy to have Serafina. I was part of the last cohort of Founder Institute, so I could experience firsthand the quality of her mentorship and how inspirational she can be. But not only we have Serafina tonight, but we also have Kevin, who is here and who is going to introduce himself as well, and we have Porter as well.
Okay. Well, thank you, everyone. Serafina, how old are you? With that experience,
Yeah.
150?
Yeah, she looks like 20.
But she looks 20. Hi, guys. My name is Kayvon. I'm the founder of a AI-driven venture fund. So it's called SigmaRank. Our algorithms, basically, we score every single round of investment in every sector at every stage globally. We score every fund at every stage in every sector globally. And to identify the best companies, and we invest actually in Series B, so it may not be appropriate for a lot of you guys here. However, I also have an incubator in Menlo Park. We call it the think tank. So for those of you, for early stage companies, we want to help you guys there, and we're putting together a fund, and I have an angel network and an investor club. So that's what I do. Previous to this, I was the founding CEO of Plug and Play and the founder of GSV Labs. So I've helped, looking forward to, listening to your pitches. I know some of you here. And so for $100, you get first prize. For, and for $50, you get second prize.
Thank you, Kevin. Porter.
Hello everyone, I'm Porter Wong. So I think compared to the other two judges, I am really nothing. But so I basically run a boot camp, a startup a boot camp, and also accelerator program, mainly focused in clean tech, but we also touch AI and healthcare. And currently we have 7 locations, like Seattle, Bay Area, Los Angeles, Chicago, New York City, Washington DC, and Miami. So we done, and also like in Japan, Tokyo. So we done tons of programs in those locations, and also our accelerator programming and bootcamp program are part of the international network and with other like 50 countries. So we connect startup with basically investors around the world, and we have actually a couple startup pitching event coming up. You go to like CleanLeap.org, you'll see the date and the time, it's online. So one of them we actually partnered with Google. It's a demo day. And then, you guys, the startup founder, you are welcome to join. And before that, I've been helping, mentoring startup and helping a number of like tier 1 accelerator in the country. Like I was like EIR for Horizon Venture, and also the US National Lab Academy, Entrepreneurship Academy, that all the tech stuff for I think 11 labs, NASA, Lawrence Berkeley. Before that, I worked for 4 startup companies, 2 IPO and 2 got acquired. One got acquired by NVIDIA, the other one by Qualcomm.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much, Porter.
So I think we have a few more introductions, very briefly. So first of all, we have to introduce ourselves for those of you who didn't meet us before. Maybe you can start.
Sure. So I'm Geraldine. Good for Work is my company, and I'm just here to support fellow entrepreneurs because I know how important it can be, and you see how lucky we are to have these 3 incredible judges. So it's a privilege for us. What my company does, very quickly, it's a proof of skill. So it's capturing strengths of people, continuous recognition. We are reinventing recognition, and we want to make sure that people are recognized, and it's B2B stuff. I met Porter through the French American network, as you can hear. And I have one feet in the US. I'm French Californian entrepreneur, but I'm doing business in France as well. So happy to connect you with my network as well, and absolutely delighted and excited to be here and to have awesome startups. Natalia, your turn.
Thank you so much. Yeah, and Geraldine has also French taste. That's why we are here. She has very good taste for arts and foods and music and everything. Yeah, my name is Natalia. I also have a company. It's called Ontology of Value, and it's a high-end career incubator. And I'm known for like having my own electromagnetic field. So like every time I'm on stage, like all equipment stops working. So, like as you can see, like works like charm. Okay, so I think for now we just have to introduce our first the gallery or first the sponsor.
The gallery is done. Michelle made the introduction.
Right,
what I want to go through are the rules for judging startup, because we will have two input. One input from the public and one input from the judge. And you can see a QR code on the following slide. Where that you can scan to get to reach the form. So the format is 3 minutes.
Well, we are both Europeans, so we have a Eurovision format. Okay, so there is there is a jury and there is a public. You guys are the public.
We believe in the public
we'll be
vote.
blaming you in case voting goes wrong.
Yeah, so it's a format beyond the public vote.
Yeah.
It's 3 minutes pitch and 2 minutes Q&A, okay? And we will move forward and we will just call the startup in the order that we had, and you will go there and get the prompter, and it will be all good, the remote control thing. That is ready. Okay.
One more thing. Like so today, because of our distinguished sponsor, which we will introduce in a moment, we have cash prizes. So the first prize is $1,500, and the second and third prizes, are $500 each. So please take this voting seriously, because somebody else's party depends on you. It's in your hands, guys, and please be decent. Please don't vote for yourself. And now is the time for our sponsors' presentation.
Yes, and we will go through a quick video for that.
Hello and welcome everybody. I am Aaron Whitfield with laserai.com. Got something really special for you folks tonight, which is agenticai.com. This domain name is available for strategic acquisition or funding, depending upon which preference or path you would like to take. Before I get started, I want to say real quick, I'm going to be going through this presentation relatively quickly, so I would highly recommend taking out your phone to take some pictures along the way, because we will be moving through this presentation relatively quickly. Before I get started, I want to say a quick thank you to Natalia, Geraldine, and Chris, who is the brand ambassador here in attendance. Big thank you to the event organizers and then Chris, but then also I want to say thank you for attending and listening to my presentation. I greatly appreciate your time. So who am I? That is a good question. I am Aaron Whitfield. I have a bachelor's degree in computer engineering and cybersecurity. I am a former senior security engineer for a Fortune 100 company and a startup. But like many of you, I am an entrepreneur and builder based out of Montana, United States. So laserai.com, well, it's in our name. We are laser focused on AI. We have over 100 premium AI domain names in our portfolio, with some of those including healthcareai.com, insuranceai.com, and then lastly, agenticai.com. So what's the opportunity for agenticai.com? Well, there's 6 things I want to highlight real quick. The domain name agenticai.com is a gateway to a multi-billion-dollar industry. It's also a category-defining domain name. It's also a rare digital asset with instant credibility in a booming market. and with it, you can stand out as a leader in agentic AI. The market opportunity, well, we crunched the numbers and looked at the data. $100 billion or more total addressable market by 2030 and beyond. 35% compound annual growth rate with a 38% North American market share with our sources listed below. The strategic value of agenticai.com, well, think of it as digital real estate and as an appreciating asset as the category explodes in value. Premium domains are more than just domains. They are their websites, their businesses, their marketing, and with agenticai.com, it is a category-defining domain name in the agentic AI space. So there are two paths forward with this domain name, agenticai.com. The first path is strategic acquisition, with the second path being fund the future. So depending upon your preference, you may be interested in acquiring this domain name for your AI startup or for marketing or whatever else you may envision. Or alternatively, you may want to fund the future for some of the reasons listed below, such as leading media brand, open source agent framework for developers, or a marketplace for agent deployments and services. But ultimately, this presentation is about the two paths forward with agenticai.com to you folks. It is available for strategic acquisition or for funding, depending upon your interests and preferences and the path you would like to explore. The acquisition value analysis, well, there's three things and some key valuation metrics: brand recognition, trust factor, and traffic premium. But the key valuation metrics, agentic is the defining term for next generation AI. This domain provides an exceptional foundation for an AI company as well. Why act now? Well, we're in the middle or so of 2025, but really what I wanted to talk about here is I truly believe within the next couple years, if not sooner, we will be seeing agentic AI everywhere. You'll have your laptop, your computer, with a little AI agent coordinating your emails, your calendar, your tasks, and automating things for you in the background. And so, yeah, in the next couple of years, I truly do believe in seeing mass market adoption of agent technology. So really, the time to act and establish category leadership is now. But really, so what I want to end on is let's build the future of agenticai.com together, either through strategic acquisition or an investment meeting to fund the future. My contact information is below. My WhatsApp number is available on agenticai.com or by request. Email is probably the best route, but I am available by call or text message as well, depending upon your preferences of communication. But really, those are the two paths forward for this presentation and the opportunity I would like to present you folks. Just want to say a quick thank you again to the event organizers and Chris for attending as a brand ambassador, and then thank you again for listening and attending and watching this presentation.
Awesome. Chris is here if you want to talk about this domain name, such a strategic domain name, which is agentic.com. So without further ado, let's start, please.
Yes, and let's please welcome the judges.
Yes.
For the hot seats over here. No excuse. Where are you, judges?
And I just want to introduce to the startups, we have a great timer with Wen over there. So it's 3 minutes pitching. So he will do the job to help you to structure the time. So you will have like the 2 minutes, 1 minute, and the 30-second warning before wrapping up your pitch and before the question. Okay, so all good. So let's start with the first startup, Self-Actualized AI.
All right. Hello, everyone. So my name's Ann Maldas, and I'm co-founder of Self-Actualized.ai. where we're accelerating revenue by putting a world-class coach in everyone's pocket through the power of AI. So ideal for sales teams, leadership teams, and really anyone looking to up-level their game. So let's talk about sales first. So revenue teams are struggling today. Sellers are spending 80% of their time on non-selling activities, admin tasks, like updating Salesforce. Sellers are also, 80% of them are missing their forecasts. So they commit 10 million at the beginning of the quarter, they only deliver 5 million at the end of the quarter. And oh, by the way, most of those deals fall out of the forecast on the last day of the quarter. CRO's not too happy about that. And only 35% of teams are actually hitting their sales targets. And revenue leaders are really struggling. I mean, they're only in the role for like 18 months on average. So we believe like the answer to these problems is great coaching. If you've ever worked with a leadership, executive, sales coach, it's so beneficial. It's so transformational. But the problem with this coaching is it's so expensive. It's like hundreds or thousands of dollars an hour. So who's going to be able to afford that? Probably nobody. So what if we could flip that? And what if we could use AI to create a virtual version of these coaches that anyone can interact with? What would that do for all of us in the companies that we work for? So that's exactly what we've done with Self-Actualize. We work with real coaches, authors, influencers, and we create a virtual version of them that's no different than the real version. So it's their voice, their methodology, their personality, it's them. And then we also train it on all your company data. So now you get this virtual coach that knows all about your products, your industry, you go to market, your competitors, everything. And then we take it to the next level. So the virtual coach you can talk to like it's a real person. You can role play that tough CIO conversation. It knows everything about you, your strengths, your weaknesses, your goals, your tasks, your calendar. We have meeting integration. So as salespeople, we are doing these Zoom calls or Microsoft Teams calls 10, 20 times a day. It's sitting on all those calls, providing immediate feedback, next steps, action items, follow-up. And if I'm a leader, it's sitting on all my people's meetings too. So now I'm getting insights on my people that I can use to turn myself into a better coach. And then lastly, we're all competitive people. So we got the leaderboard so you can see who's getting better and most importantly, who's not getting better. So salespeople are loving it. They're using it before, during, and after the meeting to get better. Sales leaders are loving it. They're getting insights that's turning them into better coaches. So we're also rebranding. We're going from Self-Actualize to Wing Rep. So think of us as your wingman for salespeople and sales leaders, helping you close bigger deals. So connect with me at either selfactualize.ai or wingrep.ai. Book a demo and let's talk.
Sure. So who's on your team?
All right, so we got 7 folks. We got 3 co-founders. I'm one of them. So we got a CEO, we got a technical co-founder, we've got 3 engineers, and then we have a go-to-market person. So 7 folks total.
Tell me in 5 years, what does your product look like?
So right now we're coaching the rep, coaching the leaders. I think in 5 years we're replacing the rep with a virtual sales rep. Maybe in 2 years.
How are you guys different from many other tools that are already existing and doing better and with more fundraise?
Yeah, 100%. So it's a crowded space, this whole sales coaching, revenue intelligence space. I'm a salesperson, so I come from this space. So it's crowded, but if you take a look at it, you can bucket the competitors into different categories. You have revenue intelligence, so people that suck in the deals from Salesforce and provide intelligence on the deals. That's one category. And then you have the meeting recording, like the gongs, that will record meetings and then provide intelligence on those meetings. Then you have the companies that are providing virtual avatars. You've got enablement companies like HighSpot and Showpad, there's many others, but no one is thinking of it the way we are. We are giving you an actual person and a virtual coach based on a real person that you can talk to, that you can role play with it. And by the way, it knows everything else. It knows about your company, your products, your industry, you go to market. It knows about you, it's sitting in all your meetings. So we're the only ones we feel that are combining all of that into this virtual persona that you can take with you wherever you go.
So the question is like how you recruit all the coaches and then what kind of business model you have.
Yeah, that's a good question. So the coaches are signing up for this thing because from their perspective, they just have to agree to work with us. And then we do all the work to create their virtual persona. And this is amplifying them. This is creating more visibility for them. It's getting them into more clients, and it's giving them revenue. So we have partnerships with our coaches. We're exclusive. And then we have a rev share model with each of them. And we have different agreements with each one. Any other questions? All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, so I was reminded accurately by Kathleen, you didn't say a word about the future of work and all the challenges that we can have in terms of upskilling at the moment, because basically it's a topic that we are tackling tonight. And Kathleen, I would love to have you saying a word about that, because you shared something with me which is super important. So you can just share your experience as an entrepreneur and as a nurse about the challenge of the upskilling. I loved what you just shared with me, and I think it's valuable for everyone.
Sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Kathleen Reyes. I'm also a founder and also a mentee of Serafina Ha. Let's give her a round of applause again. And Geraldine is also part of my cohort. So I just kind of mentioned to Geraldine, although today is a topic of of work?
Future of work.
The future of work. I'm in healthcare, and right now there's a big gap in healthcare, as in like the nurses in the field. We need more nurses and we need more clinicians. There's actually a big exodus happening right now when it comes to doctors, nurses, because we are burnt out. So it would be very interesting to see if anyone can design maybe an app or program that can help upskill the nurses or the doctors in this field. So that was just a thought. Thank you, Geraldine, for letting me share that. I'm not presenting tonight, but thank you for letting me get on the mic even just a little bit.
What's the name of your startup?
Oh, so my startup is WoundScan AI. I am a wound care specialist working for Department of Public Health. I oversee almost 200 patients on a weekly basis. And so my app is an AI-powered wound care management system. But we can chat about that later. You can catch me over there next to the cheese.
Sorry, guys.
Thank you so much, Kathleen.
Sorry. One thing, because there was a question from one of the people voting from the audience. Is like, because the scale in the answers is 1 to 10, what is better, 1 or 10? Well, I think for most of the population, 10 is better than 1, right? So can we just establish that 10 is the best answer, that the top and the 1 is the bottom? Is that fine? Okay?
Sounds great.
Okay, fine.
Good points. So next startup now is Lumina Data. Go.
This is next. Yeah? Okay. Over here. Okay. Is it good? Oh, okay.
Hello, everyone. I am Afrozi Ara, co-founder and CEO of Lumina Data. So a few years ago, I worked with a brilliant finance team stuck in a manual loop. We spent 5 days reconciling 2 spreadsheets late until midnight. One had 2,000 rows, the other one had 3 versions. None of the formulas matched. And every reconciliation was different, so there was no product or tool that could help. Now take that manual work and multiply by 2 million. So every month, 2 million accountants in the US are stuck in this spreadsheet hamster wheel. And with a growing accountant shortage in the US, the problem just keeps getting worse. That's why we built Lumina Data, your AI coworker for reconciliation. Actually, that's a video, it should work, but it's fine. So your AI coworker for reconciliation. So just connect your documents, click reconcile, and AI does the work for you. One too many matches, fuzzy logic, timing differences. Our AI agent gets it. So what took weeks of work can now be done in 5 minutes. So existing tools in the market force you to bring your data together in a structured way. they take months to implement and cannot read from common finance documents like spreadsheets and PDFs, which is why we've built our own AI that can connect across the data as an intelligent layer and get the tasks done for you. And our customers are loving it. So in 6 months, we've grown to 120K ARR. We are doubling the number of customers every month. Our customers, we have 8 customers using our product and more than 40 customers in the pipeline waiting to experience our product. It doesn't go to the next one. I think, yeah. Yeah. So, and here's the team that's built exactly for this moment that's making it happen. So I have more than 10 years of experience in the consulting world, work with companies like Apple, LinkedIn, Verizon in finance transformation. My co-founder Deepthi has a PhD in AI and has built enterprise-grade AI systems for a unicorn like Abzen, which is a unicorn in the AP automation space. We are backed by Techstars and Berkeley Skytech. And reconciliation is just the start. We are building, so our business model is simple, 250 per user per month. And reconciliation is just the start. We are building the Plaid for finance operations, connecting across your data across systems, and help you reconcile like magic. Thank you. Well, that was my last slide, but I guess we went back and forth in the video. But thank you so much for being an amazing audience. Thanks. Okay, sure.
So who are your initial customers? What industry are they in?
So we actually started with enterprise as our area of focus, and there we focus on transaction level reconciliations where a lot of that money movement happens. So our agents can plug in and intelligently reconcile, and that's where we are seeing a lot of value from our product.
It's really hard to onboard a lot of enterprises, customers. So I want to know what is your unique go-to-market strategy in terms of customer acquisition, and what's your revenue cycle, and how long it will take them to acquire?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So we started with, we have 8 customers. One of them is an enterprise, and then we have many mid-market customers. The differentiator for us is that our agents are built in to intelligently plug in into any of your existing inefficiencies. So with our existing customers, the enterprise that we're working with, you pretty much like plug in our agents and it gets to work within a day. So I think that's the big differentiator that we see. The other challenge that we see with in enterprise that we are solving is that the companies, there are a lot of like reconciliation platforms on the record to report side like Blackline and others, but they force you to integrate your data and bring your data together. And that's where we come in, where we are helping you bring your data together and get that reconciliation faster and reduce that manual work.
I didn't ask about differentiation. I asked about your go-to-market strategy. How are you acquiring your clients?
So we have built our network of sales partners that we are working with, and they are helping us acquire customers. So, a lot of the customers that we started with, they are relationship based, but then we are also partnering with accounting firms who work with these customers. So they are a distribution channel for us, and they leverage us for pretty much creating an agentic workforce for themselves through our product. Okay, thanks.
So to a finer like details about a client. So what do you see, at least for now, what's the beachhead market? Like what's the beachhead market right now? So there's enterprises, like, right?
Yeah. So beachhead. So we start with reconciliation as the wedge to get into the customers. But what we are seeing is, as we start with reconciliation and we automate the workflows, we are pretty much able to kind of replace all the workflows that they have, which reconciliation as a starting point. So for one of our customers, so the enterprise customer, we started with a reconciliation as an entry point, but then We were able to automate their lease accounting flows. So it's pretty much like we land and expand. And then after that, the logistics parcels audits that they do. So since we focus on transaction level reconciliations and our agents are built to understand the logic, they can pretty much land and expand across the enterprise.
Yeah, also like one question earlier that you did not answer is the sales cycle. So how does
the enterprise sales cycle is long, and we do see that challenge, which is why while that's a valuable market for us, we are approaching it opportunistically. The organic growth, the growth that we are seeing is in the mid-market companies. So we have our own kind of like library of agents, like we have parcel audit agent and the lease accounting agent. So those are some of the areas where we are able to grow faster as through the starting, with reconciliation being a starting point. But you are right, like it takes, for us to close our first enterprise, it took us 2 to 3 months. We have like a 1 million+ pipeline right now, and it does take its own time, which is why we are focusing opportunistically there. But then mid-market is where we are seeing the faster growth on a specific agent base, like typical agents are growing fast.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
all
you.
right.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks.
Awesome, thank you. So don't forget that to vote, the public can vote as well, and you just need to have the QR code there. And next startup I'm calling Codapt. Do we have Codapt here? 1 time, 2 times, 3 times? No. So we are calling Ascendia AI. Ascendia. So we are calling Neptune XR. Is Neptune XR here? Awesome! Welcome!
Thank you. All right. Do you have the clicker?
Sure.
Let me just.
This one is Neptune XR.
Yeah, so it's Neptune.
All right, everybody. I just flew in from the East Coast. Sam right here. This is my mark. My bad. How can I see my presentation? I look up.
Over here.
All right, cool.
Oh, over.
Just focus on me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, here we go. All right.
Here's the guy with the checkbook.
All right. Give me a round of applause, guys. We need some support. I'm Dax. I'm from the East Coast. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I realized that we usually credentialize ourselves at this point. So I have a bachelor's in computer science from LIU, a master's in operations management from LIU, a postbac from Columbia, MBA from Wharton. I did the Black Venture Institute at UC Berkeley, and I did Y Combinator Startup School because I was bored. All right. I have kids. I'm old. I know I don't look it, but these are my kids, Janelle and Micah. And they both have ADHD. And they're great kids. The thing about it is, Micah was diagnosed at 6, and Janelle was diagnosed at 19. And as you can imagine, the timing of their diagnosis led to different educational impacts and outcomes. So for Micah, he got a lot of support throughout his educational career, and when he got to college, he had a lot of options. Janelle, she really struggled. Her grades weren't the best, she couldn't go to the schools of her choice, and it really affected her near-term future at that point. And I thought, how many girls are like that in the world, like my daughter? And then I started doing more research, and I started to understand that this is a really pervasive issue, that a lot of children are being left behind. Namely, that boys are more likely to be diagnosed than girls because of how they present their symptoms. And we're leaving a lot of kids behind. Now, if you're not familiar with ADHD, it is a comorbidity of these issues where you suffer with like focus issues and impulsivity and hyperactivity that can really disrupt your performance in classrooms. And I thought, well, how many people are there? There are 7 million children out of the 74 million children in America that have a diagnosis, but we suspect that that number is actually much higher. They're they're not diagnosed. And so, what happens when you have the diagnosis? Well, there's a lot of barriers to treatment, as few as 1 in 20 actually are getting support for that need. And I thought this is where technology could be a great equalizer to this problem. And so I started working on Neptune. So what is Neptune? Neptune is software. It runs on VR, okay? And how does it work? This is like a little glimpse of what it looks like. Trying to advance the screen. It's doing something weird. Thank you. All right, so this is Neptune. And how does it work? So the kid is in the classroom. They put on the headset. The headset creates a digital twin of their physical environment. The AI teacher is learning how they learn. Are you a visual learner or auditory learner? Do you like to go fast? Do you like to go slow? Do you need dense information or surface information? It is rapidly adapting to the real-time inputs of the user in Neptune. And at the end, you get this report. It says, here's the baseline. Here's how your kid performed. Here's the differential. Here's what you can do in the real world as well as in the VR world to help support your kid reach your best academic outcomes. If you're curious about what's under the hood, we're using Unity, Cesium, Unreal, and Unreal Engine. Big VR stuff. If you're not into it, like, come find me later. And why are we doing this? I want to jump to my competitive landscape slide because I think this is really important. Like, there's money to be made, but who gives a shit about that? This is less about the money and more about the kids. This is about future of work. How are we talking about future of work if we're not talking about the next generation of workers? What are the supports that we're creating for that generation? This is a product and a solution to equip our children, our future society with the skills necessary to perform for whatever that world looks like into the future. I'm gonna jump right to the end. I'm probably out of time at this point. A lot of people helped me. Stephen Lane, he's at Penn. I have this team. Peter Marks, he's cool. He does raves in Portland. They're called Vibrations. Check it out. He's also a White House fellow. He's cool. These are my coders. They're great. And I'm going to show you a QR code if you want to check out the website. And I think that's my time. Questions?
I'm afraid to ask you questions. But no, so the VR headphones, using that for testing only, or you use it also to help educate the kids that have ADHD?
We've gone back and forth about what's the right form factor for delivery of content. Our current philosophy is you can hold all variables constant in a way in VR that you can't in real life. So yes, you can deliver the content on desktop or mobile, but what we're trying to do is optimize the learning preferences of the user. And we think that we can do that more efficiently through VR as opposed to the other mechanisms. Now, if we learn through experimentation that that's the wrong conclusion, we're certainly ready to pivot, but today that's how we feel.
Okay. And are you a for-profit or non-profit or?
S Corp out of Delaware.
Okay, cool.
Capitalism, baby. I went to Wharton, I'm sorry.
So what's your business model?
Let's talk afterward, let's talk.
So I happen to have a chance to work with a company that's similar to what you're doing. So what's your market? Like you're going to like high schools or like grade schools or?
Yeah, we talked about segmentation quite a bit.
Yeah.
So future state, I think you have Neptune for schools, Neptune for homes, Neptune for enterprise. We want to start with schools, 7th to 12th graders. The younger kids are a bit too young for VR. 7th grade, 13-year-old feels about right to enter the market. We're thinking about school district acquisition, not individual acquisition. And we're in talks with 3 school districts in New York City, as well as the CUNY University of New York. So that's the City University of New York. That's 500,000 college students who are interested in piloting Neptune at their college and universities. So we're going B to B to C, starting with schools, starting in the Northeast, and hopefully West Coast too.
I heard 500,000 users. So how does that translate into dollars?
All right, so you're asking about revenue forces. So how do we make money off of this thing? Right now, there's a market for digital twins, people who want to buy a digital replica of their physical space. There are only a few players that are actually creating digital twins. The running price is anywhere from $15,000 to $25,000 per environment. That is the fast start. But we don't want to make money off of the digital twins. We want to make money off of the cognition profiling. So that is a per user subscription, annual contract, as well as like the implementation course. So that's more of a consultancy model that we're thinking of, but I don't see why we can't just attempt all the drivers at once and see what hits and then do a fast follow on whatever's successful. I think that's my time. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. It's a huge problem. One of my two kids is diagnosed with ADHD, so I can relate to that, and we don't do enough for them. So thank you for sharing. So next startup, a robot. Welcome, Ralph. Your time.
Hi everybody. So I think the presentation, it's Apex. So we are in education, so we're gonna come back to education again. So AI-powered teacher robots providing affordable and then accessible after-school tutoring program for the schools and then for the parents. So yeah, right. Oh yeah, because I don't want to watch it. Yeah, sure. So I'm gonna. All right. I think it's not working. Okay. Right button. This one? Okay. So we already know about the children always struggle with the STEM education, right? So always, if we have a parents here, always your child comes from the school and then they say, oh, I'm having a trouble, and then you receive the letter from the school. Yeah, your kid is struggling with the math. Your kid is struggling with this subject, and then you need to have an extra curriculum for them to train after school, because school is never enough for that. And then what are the main problem for the students that are having these kind of issues is overcrowded classrooms. In our education, we have 25 students and one instructor, and then almost the back of the 40% student, they won't get an attention. And then also the parents are busy, they have jobs, they have their own things are going on, and then also after school tutoring is also costly. Not everybody can afford that to hire a tutor. Or geographic locations, you can find the better tutors in Bay Area, but what about if you go to the rural areas? So these are the issues that we are facing, that the kids are having in an early age, like from 1st grade to 5th grade, having a problem with the STEM educations. So the current solution is a burden. Why? Because if you want to hire somebody, they come to your home, and then you have to have an appointment. That's a hustle. You have to first post a job, invite them, make an appointment, come to your home, and you talk with them, and then time mismatch. So if they have time, your kid doesn't have time. Kids are also busiest people in the world. Like they have so many things are going on. Practice, soccer practice, time mismanagement, and even though everything is perfect, the price is also still expensive. I'm also myself as a tutor, after school tutor program. And then when I visit to the families, it costs me $100, and then the parents pay me $100. And then I'm a robotic expert for more than, I would say, 6 years. And I was saying, how come the robots are not doing these problems? AI is already there. AI can intelligently talk with us right now, and then reasoning these kind of things. We decided to solve this problem with the human-powered AI teacher robots that offer the solution. What they can do, these are the robots can make the education affordable and then accessible, and then they can offer the personalized learning, and then they will democratize the education. That means you can find education anywhere you want, just to buy the robot, and then the robot lives with your kids. It's like a Star Wars scenario. You have a companion robot, and it's going to help you with the situation. So our first model is like this. And then what the robot can do is quite impressive. And then we offer the one-to-one intense tutoring, homework help, quiz and test preparation, school conversation, like social conversation, emotional support. And then these are the robots can be a friend for the kids and play around with them at the same time, educate them for the first time offering one-to-one intense tutoring. So everything is in AI. So, for example, up until now, we learn things on the pre-made things. Like we learn from the books, we learn from videos, things like that. But with these robots, AI agents makes dynamic. What is the current situation is learning. They will create a content based on current situation, like real human being. So, and then I'm going to skip this video. So you can see that the kids always have so many papers, so many things on their homework, things like that. And an AI agent also, they're going to have on your face, you can see that we're going to offer like equations, displays, and then lots of books in there in the form of AI agent. So they offer also engaging conversation, and then parental dashboards, and then competitor landscape. So we are the one, I can tell you that we are the one doing the one-to-one intense tutoring with the robots at this moment within this category, and we have a very strong team. So yeah, that will be the last slide. Thank you very much.
Do you really need a physical robot in order to do what you are currently doing? And also my question is, are you producing and manufacturing those robots, or are you more focused on software?
We're doing both of them, software and hardware. And then when we do the hardware, we're designing it, and then we are manufacturing it out of China. And then because we are holding the design IPs and everything, and then we're not going to have any problem with the Chinese companies to beat us in terms of price because we are doing already there, and then we are having a transporting here like every hardware companies are doing. And then for your question, why do we need a hardware for that? The thing is, our philosophy, we're a robotic company. We envision the future in our homes, that robots are moving around and helping our labs digitally and physically in the recent future. That's why we're trying to build these robots. Soon they're going to have their legs and arms and moving around doing things for us, including the education, later on jumping for the bigger problems like kind of digital help, and then doctor's appointment for the moms, and then things like that, like living as a digital item in our homes and doing things like you can say Alexa, but it's more like robotic version of Alexa.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Are you trying to replace tutors, or are you trying to help kids in their education? In other words, what you're doing is going to make an impact in increasing the number of kids that will be able to learn, or are you just wanting to replace tutors like yourself?
Yeah, actually, the real value is not everybody can afford the tutors. Right. So, and then finding a tutors is difficult. These robots are going to be affordable, and then they're accessible for them. And it's not the replacing here. It's like making affordable for other people, which is they want a quick solution for the problem. They don't want to like all the hustles, all the things like 1 and 2, like post a job, interview, background check, things like that. But with the robots, you can just snap a finger, you get a solution, and it will be a solution which is quite affordable.
Well, the reason I'm bringing this up is, obviously there's a problem in this country, but if you could address it to the masses, to the kids,
yes,
and maybe go, so you go to market right now is to the families, from what I understand.
Yes.
So why don't you do it to another level, like to the education systems, the schools, and maybe like the places where like kids hang out after school and so forth? Because that's what I thought the direction you were going. Yeah, that's
actually, it's my fault to not include that. Also, we also say B2B to B2C. We're already in partnership with the schools to use these robots in the classrooms to help for the students that are struggling with the subjects.
Okay, so the status of the company, the stage where you...
we are launching the product this month. Actually, every month is this month. It's getting a little longer because of the hardware. We're launching the product this month, and then we have a couple customers that want to test it. And then we're raising also pre-seed round with $500,000 with a safe note, and then with a 10% discount. So we're just launching the product, getting early customers, and then raise up the fund around $500,000 to allocate the sales and marketing to raise around 1,000 sales from this product.
So it's the competition and also business model.
Yeah. So actually, if I say about the competition, you can believe to me about it, because there is a couple companies only doing this. It's like a robot in education, like offering tutoring, homework help, quiz, and test preparation. That's very rare to see this type of robots, because one of the companies from Poland, robotics out of France, recently got with the Hugging Face and to produce, but they're in a totally different department. But in education, this kind of robotic things like it's not crowded. I analyzed that. I saw so many gimmick products out of China, which is a $200, $100. They sold 1,000 products and almost all of them returned back to them because they weren't good enough. So we are paying attention for the sophisticated AI and good design. And then as for and then also other things, what do you say? Like business model.
Yeah, business model.
Business model, yes. The robot costs around $600, and then we're building around $300, and then almost 50% margin. We can drop that later on for the mass manufacturing, mass sales. And our business model also includes a subscription for almost $60 for a month to get the better features like homework, help, quiz, and test preparations, and then one-to-one intense tutoring. And in fact, the parents are spending almost $600 every month to make their students are smart enough to be able to follow with the school material.
Okay. Thanks.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Arif. The level of passion is absolutely incredible. So really, really, really well done. And you see how we are taking care of the future workforce here? We do, right?
Eliminate judges.
Okay. So next one will be Sentry AI. You die. Your turn.
Okay.
So anyone here wants to be a security guard? Nobody. Oh, there are a few. Okay. So if you don't know what you're signing up for, okay, there's one outside. Yeah. If you don't know what you're signing up for, oh wait. Yeah. Either it can be the most boring job you have because nothing is happening, or it can be the most interesting job where you're holding on to your dear life. Okay. Why do I say that? Because we have seen time and again that many of these break-ins, like at basically House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's home, happened while they were under a watch of security guards because the guards were not paying attention at that time, right? So to solve this problem, we have come up with an AI security guard that keeps an eye on the property all the time and behaves just like a security guard, and even brings up, a human guard as an assist to deter and prevent crime. Okay, and our offering is this smart guard, which is a combination of this AI agent that, unlike people, will never get bored or distracted, and can be personalized to different settings, whether it's a multifamily or a business or a school, and costs only 1/5 that of hiring a security guard. Now, the offering is primarily this AI agent along with a web portal and the mobile app, and we have spent a lot of time building integrations and partnerships to make this very easy to deploy at various facilities. We have 3 offerings, one for enterprises, one for mid-market, and another for security companies, which package our solution as part of their offerings as well. So we built a strong moat in terms of patents, proprietary data, and algorithms. And also, we are the only 100% software as a service solution that works with existing infrastructure of the customers without any rip and replacement. So what we are targeting is this large security guarding industry, which is already very large, but because it's so expensive to hire guards and it's not as effective or reliable, there's a lot of white space. And with a clever use of technology and people, we think this market will grow very rapidly and we can take a dominant share of this market. Our competitors today provide either people or proprietary hardware-based solutions or point AI solutions. We are the only ones who provide a solution which is as close to a human security guard, if not more. We have a lot of customers, more than 25 customers and more than 100 deployments. Our pricing starts at just $500 per month per site, and we have deployments, for example, at headquarters of NVIDIA, and we are growing very rapidly to gain more enterprises and businesses as customers. Our product is loved by our customers. We were on NBC and ABC News for preventing crime, busting a burglary ring, and our customers provide very strong testimonials and referrals to other customers. We have an outstanding team of experts in technology and business, and our head of AI actually teaches AI at IIT and University of Illinois, Chicago. We grew very rapidly. We did 4x growth last year, and this year we are targeting more than 2 million in revenues and hit about 100 million in revenues by 2028. We raised $3.5 million so far from angels like Tim Draper and Chief Security Officer of ServiceNow, Brian Tuscan, and Thai Angels and many angels and early stage VCs. We are now raising $1.5 million to scale our sales and marketing and continue to invest in our AI. So at this stage, we are ready to grow with a great product, great team, and referenceable customers and big logos. And we're looking for your support to make our communities safer and secure with Sentry AI and our smart cards. Thank you.
So you just integrate a number of sensors and your cameras, and do you have a physical robot like rolling around the offices or?
So ours is a SaaS, software as a service solution, and our design principle has always been to work with what customers already have. So we integrate with the existing sensors, cameras, speakers, lights, IoT sensors, whatever the customer already has, and whatever a typical security guard does, we do that with our AI agent. But if the customer doesn't have it, we have partnerships to provide all those sensors or cameras to the customer. And the robots and all, if and when the time comes where they get widely deployed, we can integrate very easily with them.
You briefly mentioned that there are other competitors out there. How are you better in terms of numbers? How much are you saving your current existing client? How accurate your solution is, and what's your adoption rate?
Sure. So there are three main categories of our competitors. The first one is human-based guarding companies like Allied, Securitas, and all. So they cost about $15,000 per guard per month, right? And when you look at some of the proprietary hardware companies, they come at about anywhere between $5,000 to $10,000 because they need to amortize the hardware cost as well. And then there are AI companies that come at a very low end because they serve other companies to provide the full solution. They can be at $5 or $10 per camera per month, and which at the site level can be about $100. So our pricing comes between $500 to about $1,500 per month. And in terms of savings, you can see we provide a far better value. So for example, if they have one security guard, that guard can do the work of 3 or 4 security guards. So that's where the customers find a lot of value. And the other type of savings they get is reducing the crime on property. Like there are like people vandalizing, they're breaking, they're stealing materials. And so we are putting an end to that. So that's the other benefit they realize.
I'm a little confused. First you said that you integrate into existing systems.
Yeah.
And then now you're saying that you could replace guards and you're changing them. So are you an aggregation, or are you, it seems like you're replacing human guards with your agentic platform, but at the same time, you know, tell me how, like if there's a physical guard there, how, I'd like to understand how your platform will replace it. If a guard notices there's some security breach, they go to that person, confront it, versus your platform. How is it different? Because
so first of all, we work with existing infrastructure of the customer, right? So take a place like this. If they have any cameras, it integrates with that. If they do not have a security guard, our agent acts as a security guard. And if they have a security guard, a guard can only see what's in front of them, right? So our solution augments the guard to be able to keep an eye on the whole property all the time and directs their attention. Hey, you're on the north side, there's some activity happening on the south side. Can you please go there? So the customers absolutely love it because we help amplify the presence of the guard, and it's kind of like force multiplier for them. So that's basically how the customers are seeing value. If they don't have a guard and their property is unprotected, they use our solution to secure it. And if they already have guards, they get more value out of the guards. They in fact know whether the guards are working, they're making their rounds, and they're responding to events fast enough because we audit everything and we provide the report. So did I answer your question?
Kind of.
Well, maybe explain to me, like, your go-to-market. So
Yeah.
are you going directly to these customers, or are you partnering with some of these security companies? Maybe that'll help me answer.
Yeah, so the two segments. One is the enterprise. That's where we are going direct. We work directly with the chief security officers or the heads of security. And so they see strong value in their shift. Right now, they're heavily people-oriented and they see a lot of gaps and break-ins. For them, using our solution is helping them reduce the load on their agents and save their facilities better, right? And the mid-market is where we use channel. We have security companies that resell our product into the channel. And there, we just augment their sales efforts and their security personnel. Right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much.
This is how I see the future of work, how to augment the current workforce. And then we need to work on the upskilling part for sure, but augmenting and starting where customers are is a great start. So next one is Flashmoke. Is Flashmoke here? I think I saw you at the beginning. He's right behind me. Love that.
This one? Black mark? Okay, cool. Can everyone hear me? Cool. Thanks, everyone. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you how a $50 can change your life in 30 minutes. But before, let's do a small experiment because you have all been listening to this one. So open up your mobile phones, scan the code. I need probably. Oh, boy. Oh, cool.
Wait, are you giving us 50?
I'll get back to you on that after 30 minutes.
I'm charging 50. You giving?
Sure. So it's gonna take only 10 seconds. So let's do that experiment and we'll see the results in a moment. Oh no, you can scan here too.
Uh-oh. It disappeared. Yep. There you go. It came back.
Cool. Maybe we can start. So that's the problem. Like, if you look at top candidates who crack interviews, they do close to 50 to 80 mock interviews before they go into an interview. And that's one of the reasons why the conversion rates in interviews are less. And one of the problems that they find not to do that is finding mock partners is a fragmented, unreliable, and a manual process. You need to rely on multiple channels, reach out to strangers to find them and find the best one. Finding is only the first challenge. Once you find them, you need to schedule, you need to stick with it, and you need to manage calendars. And we all know how a logistical nightmare it is. And that's what stops people preparing. And the only alternative they have is using career coaches who are very expensive. They can charge you anywhere from $100 to $500. And imagine finding the right one is almost like winning a lottery. And imagine the whole system failing you in the moment you need. You have 3 days to interview, you want to get some practice and a good feedback, and you cannot find them. Good luck if you find one of them. What candidates or people really need is an on-demand mock interview with someone who has similar experience and probably from their target company. And that's what we are building. Come on, it's AI is the future, but where is the AI? Of course, right? So we do have Copilot. What we believe in AI can amplify human efforts. And that's where we are building a Copilot that not gets you ready in less than 30 seconds by doing research, giving you questions and answers, and tracking your progress. So we are building an on-demand marketplace with Copilot. And this is the team. We have a team fairly experienced from the top companies, from FANG. And here is the $50. So we're going live next week. So anyone who signs up will get a $50. What that means, you get to do 5 mock interviews. So probably 5 mock interviews is all you need to get a new job and change your life. Thank you.
I wanted to say there are a lot of other startups
Yes,
or
agree.
startup that were already raised multi-million dollars
Yes.
doing similar things that you're already doing, and I don't see clear moat in what you're doing differently. So would you be able to explain what is your moat and how are you gonna convert them to your customer?
Sure. Yeah. If you look at the market right now into 2 dimensions, network effect, personalization, right? So when you look at AI, many people, even like Natalie's book, she does mention do an interview with a human because you're the human who's making the decision at the end of the day, right? So in terms of network effect, AI cannot compete with us. It can compete with us in personalization, but only to a certain extent because AI has not been trained on interview data, especially when you look at senior to director or above levels, who are 80% of the users that we already have. That interview has never been trained because until COVID, all the data, all the interviews happened in person. After COVID, whatever happened, no one has that data. So that's the big motto. Even if you look at many competitors today, they're struggling with engagement. Even a lot of people who we went with, they did only 1 or 2 mock interviews with AI.
Then my follow-up question would be, do you have that proprietary data to provide that to interviewees?
Yes, because the mock interview is done by person to person. So when you do a person to person, it not only helps network effect, people do mock interviews to get referral from other person if they do well. So that is not done by anyone. So
there is a Silicon Valley-based startup called Ringo that is doing really well in person mock interviews or career coaching, etc.
Career coaching cannot scale because finding a right career coach is challenge, and 90% of the career coaches are themselves looking for jobs. And you cannot find a good career coach, and if you want to do it, it's
they're
highly
doing
expensive.
the mock interview together with career coaching and any other.
Yeah. I mean, I completely agree with you. They are like too expensive. If you do 10 mock interviews with a career coach, you're spending $1,000.
Then how much is your product?
$10. You just do a mock interview for $10. Yes.
So it's like each interview or?
Each interview. That's why you got $50 and 5 mock interviews.
Oh, I see. So it's not okay. So then your customers, you like in terms of market, right? So you're going to like B2C, right? Consumer.
Direct to B2C.
B2C, right? Okay. Any questions?
No, I can't ask questions. I'm banned.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Good.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sylvie. I know it's a lot to pitch. I can relate. So next one is Deep Invent. Calling Deep Invent. Do we have Deep Invent here? Yeah! Welcome. Your turn.
And actually the interview is embedded in that too. So
got a controller and a thing. All right, we get to go one direction only. So that's going. All right, so I've got a mark. Cool. So hi everybody. This is Deep Invent. I am Mitchell Weller. It's Chief Legal Officer. We're going to go ahead and run through everything, and then I'll leave the demo up on the screen at the end here. So apparently, okay, we're on a delay. Cool. So innovation is slow, expensive, and unpredictable, and yet it is the only thing that differentiates you between all of your competitors. Every one of these judges here is going to ask me about what differentiates us against ChatGPT. You're all going to face that stuff, and the answer is that's innovation. And yet, yeah, I'm just going to use the button here. If you want to actually protect your company, you have to document your IP. But documenting IP doesn't actually contribute to your execution. And each patent that you file is going to cost you up to $50,000 in 4 months of engineering time. That is a massive waste. Okay. Let's do one more. So this has created one of the largest problems in the economy. Right now, we're looking at about $1.35 million of R&D that is invested per patent that's filed inside the United States. That's insane. So this is the largest opportunity that you could possibly solve right now. And we've solved it. So Deep Invent, basically just think of it as cursor for deep tech. So we are a frontier AI that invents products from scratch. You come in with an idea, it can be as little as a sentence, and you're getting a patentable invention in 10 minutes. Okay, so Deep Invent is the first AI technical co-founder that actually invents. We're a vertically integrated AI company that has an integrated law practice slated for this upcoming year where we're actually going to be able to build your product with you and your team, and then actually file that IP, be able to defend that IP, and be able to insure that IP. So you can actually go and assert that against other people that are infringing on your IP and protect your entire moat, all with one ecosystem. This system innovates using scientific, technical, and commercial data. We're talking about prior art, scientific studies, and commercial data about every company in the world, up to the minute, specifically tailored towards your idea at all times. And specifically what it's doing is it's innovating in the areas that are beyond the human cognitive horizon. Most people can innovate in one, maybe two of those dimensions, definitely not three. That's even enterprise innovators. So our business model here, we're talking about something very simple. SaaS brings you in, and then we convert you into legal services. So we're actually providing you with the human in the loop part. This is a fully integrated IP law firm with the software as part of the system. All right, I'm going to ask you to just put that down, and I'm just going to do it. All right, so right now what we're looking at is we are going to be able to secure a beachhead of about $6 million of ARR. That's only about 410 different customers, right, that we're talking about. This is not a huge market that we have to secure, but there's a ton of money within it because the margins are massive in this group. Oh, am I already done?
Sorry, 3 minutes. You got questions, so you got your choice. More questions or more time?
Let's wrap up 30 seconds. Yeah.
All right, I'll do it. All right, so our competition doesn't innovate, they just draft patents, and they're not designed to work with you. These are different enterprise innovators that are telling us, including, you'll see in there, Genentech research director, a battery research scientist, and an AI research professor at UT Austin that we've actually drafted patents for. Our team is a series of multi-exit founders. One of us actually is a senior commercialization advisor at DARPA. I'm a former IRS attorney that has actually automated the entire litigation process and the most valuable tax credit in the world. We're raising a $2 million pre-seed round on a $15 million cap. We've already got Antler at their maximum investment, and Capital Factory is soon to close. And this is a demo of our product. Thank you. Good to see you again. It's been a while since Scully. Oh, and by the way, QR code, since I have the time, that is a way to get access to the system. So if you guys want to get in there and start generating your own IP, we're doing an open source inventathon for good. Every invention that gets entered into that is going to be open source for the good of humanity.
We're giving away a $10,000 prize. Somebody's going to be able to, the winner is going to get a $500,000 grant application with advisory services plus go-to-market services. They're also going to get a utility patent on that and all of the other sponsor support. So there's a ton of prizes for that. This could be the largest opportunity probably of your startup's life. And the open source thing doesn't have to turn you off to the whole thing, because at the end, if you win this thing, you're getting a lifetime access to our system. So you're always going to be able to invent new stuff. Sorry, judges, please.
Nothing to say.
Is that a good sign or bad sign?
That's
a terrible sign.
No, it's a great sign, man. Nice to see you again. So my understanding is you basically articulate what you want to do, and it comes up with a patentable design, I guess, or just something for you to present to the patent office. Is that correct?
So it's not just about the patent office, it's actually beyond the patents. We need to make sure that you're actually operating in a true white space. So we're constructing that white space analysis around your idea, whatever that happens to be, and then making sure that you're not infringing on not just US patents or US pre-published literature, scientific literature, publications and whatnot, but actually globally as well. So in many of the cases, you're going to be putting in your idea, especially if you're doing quantum computing, and you're going to be getting patents from Korea, China, Japan, all of those places. And then it's going to be identifying the innovations ahead of those groups, telling you where that white space is, and then saying where all of that's going to converge with both the patent data, the technical data, and the commercial data. So you know who your acquirers are. The system will actually tell you who they are, who your customers are, and what technology to build into the future.
I don't really have questions. So I really like what you're currently building. And I've seen a lot of pitches that's doing general preparation of IP patents, but it doesn't do it at the scale that you do. It really reminds me of Cursor, and yeah. Thank you.
I appreciate that. So we've actually generated 2,000 inventions in the first week of our open beta.
Wow.
And at this point, I think it's over 20,000. So like I said, get in there, get your stuff on file.
Just curiosity, what's your MAU?
MAU, you'll have to define.
Monthly active user?
Oh, we're at, I think, about 350, but we've been growing by 150 to 200% month over month. So we only launched this thing, we raised by accident, and then we ended up getting the money in, launching within a month and a half, and then kind of saturating the market very quickly. We actually just talked to the UC network today about potentially enterprise-wide deployment. So really, the mission focus has been driving a lot of that stuff, and we're seeing people really resonate with that and starting to make it a part of their R&D workflows. So end state, we're trying to not just help you generate patents, we actually want you to get the technical feasibility analysis, the market feasibility analysis, and actually build what you're trying to build. And that's why with our Deep Invent for Good campaign that we're doing right now, almost every one of our sponsors is specifically focused on getting you the talent, the resources, and the go-to-market strategy to actually take your product forward if you win. We don't want to be another hackathon where you win the money and shelve the idea. We want you to go to market and become, the next big thing.
Ask him about the go-to-market. Huh? Ask him about the go-to-market.
Okay. Two questions. One is go-to-market. The other question is there's a lot. Actually, there's always some hidden technology that people may not have a paper, but they file a patent, but haven't been it's pending, so we're not able to get those information. So in this case, do you go back daily, whatever, and just with customers to make sure that whatever you offer is cover everything?
So that's the great thing is you can actually just fork a thread and input a new piece of information, because you also are changing every single day. Every single piece of information you take in changes the person that you are permanently. So you can do the same thing with that system, preserve that old thread, fork to a new thread, and be able to continue that research development path. And that's one of the things that actually universities have seen to be very valuable, is that ultimately if you're driving discoveries across a bunch of interdisciplinary departments, and all of those things are being fed to your innovation hub, then that is driving a recursive innovation loop, again, within your organization that just unlocks a whole new field of innovation. Suddenly you're validating or invalidating theses from papers that happened in Japan. And that's now telling you that you've created something new within your department that you'd never looked at before. And this is a new direction for your department to go in, where you don't actually have to build anything new to be able to bring that straight to market. And that's really what we're focused on. It's the innovation and commercialization first, patents second. And we cover all of the patent parts because you need that to be economically viable in the age of AI, where your technical moat can be measured in minutes or months. But it's really about making sure you're building the right thing that actually serves the right people and knowing exactly who they are and how to build it. That makes it valuable.
So does your service also including submitting a patent, or that would actually leave it to a lawyer to?
So that's why we're actually forming the law firm. Very recently in 2021, the regulatory environment allowed for non-lawyer ownership of law firms. So that's a very new thing. There's less than 150 entities in the entire United States, including like LegalZoom and other groups that have those kind of entities. I've been studying those things since I went to school, law school in 2017. I've stayed up on absolutely everything in that space. And right now I'm kind of like one of the preeminent legal scholars in the space. So I know exactly how to get that set up. And I already have identified the law firm partner in one of those permissive jurisdictions. They've signed on as a sponsor for the event. They're going to be filing patents for the people that win the contest. And we're looking forward to basically taking over the entire market as a vertically integrated law firm that can do end-to-end IP prosecution, litigation, and monetization.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I didn't mean to.
Do we have any lawyer?
Well done. You see how we can boost innovation by starting from the start. Is your idea is good and has been already executed by somebody else somewhere in the world? It's such a great idea. So next one is IDOS. IDOS. Okay, go. It's your turn.
Hey, hi. Can you hear me? Yeah. My name is Krishna, founder and CEO of IDOS. Since the previous pitch was so good, I'll build my story on top of it. Deep Invent. Okay. So we are while there are a lot of philosophies about future of work, we are giving shape and structure for future of work. Okay. Can I? Yeah. So while Deep Invent focused on patenting, giving structure to the ideas, we actually execute the ideas. Anyone can come with problem statement or an idea, and we instantly spin up virtual delivery center, staff it, and execute it, and deliver it. Yeah. So people can express the needs, because gone are the days where people fill the form, sign up, things are changing, it's all interactive. That's what people do. They come and express their needs, their problem statements. We spin up VDC, and we completely orchestrate, own the delivery. Okay. And it's not about number of people, number of heads, number of hours. It's about the outcome. Customers pay for the outcome. We call it IDOS unit, or IDOS work unit, IDOS delivery unit. And then the talent will be paid 70 to 80% of that unit, and then platform keeps the margin. Okay. Yeah. These are the customers that we have served so far. Some of the customers, predominantly startups and SMBs. Yeah. We are targeting almost the entire IT services market as we speak, while by design the platform can be extended to beyond tech work. See, the conventional players you see, Infosys, TCS, are staffing players. There are matchmaking platforms like Upwork and Fiverr. Then there are new age players like TopTal. But none of these guys bring the platform scale and partner comfort. That's what we bring. We own the delivery as well. We provide the delivery guarantee. Yeah. So, yeah. There's a little philosophy, right? In human evolution, in life 1.2, we were all hunter-gatherers. We woke up with the sun, hunted for food, ate and slept. And in life 2.0, we moved wherever water bodies existed, depending on agriculture and small-scale industries. And in life 3.0, we moved wherever opportunities existed. This is when industrial revolution, IT revolution, and internet revolution happened. We believe we are at the end of 3.0 and beginning and entering life 4.0, where all of us will probably become micro entrepreneurs, and then we need a platform that connects these micro entrepreneurs to the opportunities. That's exactly what we're building. Yeah, thank you.
I just want to make sure I understand.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I just want to make sure. You are, can you explain to me in one sentence what you do, please? In one sentence.
We are an aggregator platform that delivers tech services.
Okay, good, perfect. That's what I thought, okay. And, you know, how are you, let's say, a company like Vehan, are you familiar with them in India?
Who?
Vehan. It's basically a company that provides, you know, for the gig economy, basically placing, you know, people in IT services. They're an Indian company.
Correct. So the differentiation compared to those platforms is we bring the people together, we form the team, and we run as if it's a team. It's an offshore center for them, but it's a VDC. It's in the cloud. It's a virtual delivery center.
Okay.
Yeah, it's always there. And companies can keep pushing the work, but they pay only when the work is delivered. Yeah.
So how do you vet the people on the platform? I mean,
how do we match?
No, vet's also right. Vet.
Yeah, vetting, pre-vetting. So yeah, we've been there for 3+ years now. We keep onboarding. There is an AI-based vetting available on the platform, and we also vet one more time when work is given to them.
So you said you already launched your product and you have people in your platform. How many are there in your platform? What's the geographic location of the service provider versus service users?
Yeah, sure. Talent is almost across the globe, but 70 to 80% as we speak is from India, and roughly 50,000 talent signed up on the platform, served 15 customers, mostly US and Europe customer base. And what is the other question?
How many people are currently actively using it, and how many matches did you have?
Matches?
Meaning, how many projects are actually delivered and paid?
Yeah, 15 so far. 15. Served and serving, 15. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, good job. So, next one.
Catch up.
I know you want to hear about Catch Up AI. I met with you at the last Founder Institute pitch, Serafina, and we started chatting in the room. And I told Ali Reza, yes, let's go.
Thank you very much. Yes, and we are very adjacent in what we do. So, thank you very much. So you probably have heard about Windsurf, Copilot, and the work in software development is now happening with AI and human. So I hired and trained over 200 managers over these years. And what I've found is it's not very easy to manage them. Now with engineers and agents working together, that's even harder. So Catch Up AI is the autonomous manager that boosts the productivity, retain the top talents, and also let the managers do the work that they are trained to do, which is technical leadership and architectural work. So with the modern software engineering, the managers cannot keep up with that. That's loss of productivity and losing a lot of talents. Catch Up acts like the best managers you've had. We clone them and act like, and we monitor engineering productivity and coach each individual personalized for them. We also build up a Gen Z-driven 360 live feedback loop. Also, we are finding out if your employees are about to leave the company or are disengaged, and automatically find a way to re-engage them with the company. And when it's time to make decisions on promotion, bonuses, and hiring, the data is available. Result is high productivity and low turnover. How do we do that? We get data from Jira, Slack, GitHub, wherever a manager can be. And that's only public data that is available in the company. And also, we build a loop between the employees, build a network so we know where to go get what data. So the AI gets those data, build a loop and close the loop between the managers, employees, and the AI agents that we have. So the integration is just 5 minutes. We integrate with everything, and over about 2 hours, everything is integrated with explainable AI. You can dig deep in where the Slack data is coming, what conversations happen, go to the Jira, and get a profile of each individual. And if you want to do that, we can do that for the last 6 months of your company on the first day. Or we can go get the data after that from all the employees you have. The AI gets that very smoothly, and then you meet Ira. Ira sits next to your managers. Each manager gets a buddy who helps them to make decisions, brings the data to them. Then it goes and chats with each employee in a Slack or Microsoft Teams and help them, coach them with the data it has. They can ask questions. There is no bias. There is no judging. And it's just a coach that sits next to them. So here is how we get that data from gathering the data, analyzing them, and deliver and acting on them. So there's so many tools that have been trying to do this before. But Catch-up AI is the only autonomous data gathering, analyzing, and acting on it. So closing the loop end-to-end, which you can think of a cruise control versus a Tesla autonomous driver in management field. So that's Catch-up AI. We are subscription-based, and we are charging per employee per month. We are right now hiring a founding sales manager. If you want to, you can apply. Or in a month, we are going to hire an investor. So if you want to invest in us. Thank you.
I'm not for hire. I know you ask questions.
I know, like, as you mentioned, there are a lot of players out there that are doing so well in different sectors, especially BDR space, business development space. And what is your defensibility of them not expanding into your space?
So there are many players, traditional ones. They are focusing on one stage, data gathering, or maybe like analyzing. Nobody is acting on it with AI. So that's one pace. So you can see it. We are gathering the data, analyzing it, and coaching. There is no player in this area. So essentially defining a subcategory in this area.
But that doesn't mean that they cannot build it. Once they see that you are doing well, they will eat you.
Yeah, so yes, so that's the next thing. You can see that FICO like a score. So we are gathering a lot of data, and this data is factual data. It's not just a performance evaluation manager did last minute. It's actual data from the tools. Over time, in 6 months to a year, we can create a FICO score for each individual that can be used later as a resume. So resumes, referrals for talent acquisition will go away. So once we have that data, nobody can get us because now we are the one working based on the actual data. Of course, they can try to it. It's a sharp left for something like Lattice. It's a very sharp left. They cannot get their customers to do it. So we are ahead of them. We have a product ready. We are getting customers. We are getting a lot of customers. Thanks to Kayvon for pushing me on that. So we're getting a lot of customers in that. But I believe we are the first mover. I'm in the ecosystem. I'm training a lot of HR leaders in AI. And I know there are not a lot of players doing what we do. They are in different sections. We are defining that subcategory.
So, I mean, I know what you do, but I want to ask you, is your primary value proposition employee productivity or employee satisfaction?
Employee productivity and lowering turnover. And one other part is lowering the cost of management. The management cost is $25,000 per employee per year. So we're reducing that to $180. which is a lot. But the main part is not losing a top talent that I knew this person is leaving my team. I just didn't act fast enough, so that person left. That's a lot of money, so we are saving that money as well.
So out of the 100 customers I told you to reach out to, how many have you reached out to?
I reached out to 100 and reached another 25.
So what's the traction right now?
So we have 9 companies right now using it. They are between 30 to 100 people. But the sales cycle, because it's B2B, is a little longer. We are getting 1 company by average over the last 2 months that is interested every week. And so we are in the process of getting the security, legal, everything going in. So we have a very good pipeline that is coming in with highly engaged companies. We are adding to that every day. And by the way, we built a partnership with revenue sharing, with fractional HR, with consulting and coaching, because that's my network and I could build it up. There are right now 30 people in it, very highly engaged, that are sending us warm intros every day.
So when did you start the pilot, or like, I'm sure, I'm thinking you're in the pilot at the moment. But.
Yes, so we did a number of MVP tests and to change and pivot and everything. The last launch was 3 months ago, so we started this pilot and we keep adding to it. So for example, Jira added last month. So we keep adding more integration and everything. But there are 2 of the pilots that we were piloting, they actually converted. So we are trying to convert more of these pilots. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ali Reza. API and distribution are key, and that's great. Next one is Nayan Neuroscience. Is Nayan here? 1 call, 2 calls? Yeah, but later. And the next one is Remotely Good. We have been waiting for you. And we have 1 more after that and 1 fire pitch. So go.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Teresa, and I'm the founder of Remotely Good, a remote-first AI-powered career platform for social impact. So making a difference in the world takes work, and location shouldn't be a barrier to good people doing the work. In the United States, 7 million job seekers attempt to break into social impact, with remote work still popular post-pandemic. However, existing job sites, fail to serve social impact job seekers and employers. These organizations get priced out or drowned out on platforms like Indeed and LinkedIn, leading to job seekers getting lost in a sea of roles and struggling to break into social impact. I'm approaching this work with 10 years of nonprofit and political experience after studying government at Cornell University and being a remote job seeker myself. After years of using solutions that fell short, I launched Remotely Good as a newsletter that quickly gained thousands of subscribers through word of mouth. So this year, I recruited a CTO, Sophia Mendez, and launched the job site. Remotely Good is a one-stop end-to-end platform for remote social impact work. For job seekers, we offer jobs across industries, AI career tools, and more to help with the entire application process. For employers, we offer featured job listings, AI hiring tools, and remote-first consulting. On the job board, you can search for jobs by salary, location, and a really unique feature, which is by causes that you're passionate about, like environmentalism and voting rights. And for premium users, you can get assistance with generating cover letters, resumes, interview prep, and we have auto-apply features and an AI voice coach coming soon. None of our competitors are offering AI tools for social impact job seekers and employers. We're also one of the few social impact job boards that are offering jobs across industries and nonprofits, politics, and mission-driven businesses. The online coaching and recruitment market is massive at $10 billion in the United States annually. We hope to secure enough of that market to achieve a $10 million ARR in the next few years. We hope to do this through a B2B and B2C model, offering a free job board with premium tools and premium plus AI career tools for job seekers, and also offering future jobs, AI hiring tools, remote first consulting for employers. We hope to continue scaling the business over the next 2 years after relaunching the job board and AI career and hiring tools with the right strategic advisors and pre-seed investors. We already have a community of over 3,000 subscribers and followers, with almost 2,000 monthly active users on the new job board and 134 lifetime premium users. There are 15 employers that we're currently onboarding onto the site this month. So if you're interested in getting involved and supporting a future of work that is mission-driven, remote first, and accessible for all, I would love to talk after this. So let's make it easier for people to do good from anywhere. Thank you. Any questions?
One.
Yes.
So, the chicken and the egg problem, how are you starting out? Are you focusing first on the people that are looking for the jobs or
Yes.
the companies?
Yeah, I found it easier to recruit job seekers just because, we're addressing a pretty significant pain point, which is to find these flexible roles. A lot of my, my ICP are, they're politically and civically engaged, but also they might have a life circumstance that's bringing them towards looking for remote work. So because of that urgency, I was able to recruit the B2C side pretty easily. And because I wanted to focus on building out the product, onboarding my B2B customers was secondary.
And are you a for-profit or non-profit?
I am for-profit.
For-profit,
Yeah.
okay. Always got to ask those questions. Okay. Okay, great.
Thank you.
Hi, Teresa. So good to see you.
Good to see you again.
I see in your team slide that you finally have your CTO on
Yes.
board. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So I was going to ask whether it was a not-for-profit or for-profit, but you already answered that question.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you.
So my question is, currently you have 15 employers, right?
Yes.
So what's the pipeline looks like, from the employer side for the next 6 months?
Yes. Well, in terms of the pipeline, you mean
How many employers you target that they might come on board?
How many do I target? You said?
Yeah.
So right now I'm doing a lot of that outbound marketing work. I was able to recruit these 15 employers because I was basically soliciting feedback on my new site. So people were able to get free premium access for a month in exchange for getting survey feedback. And I asked, are there any employers out there? Would you like to, list your jobs on our job board? And so a lot of them said yes. But I am doing that outbound outreach of cold DMing, cold emails, taking advantage of warm intros that I've made in this space. I'm pretty active in the social impact world. I worked with organizations like Get Through, which is a political tech firm that worked with all the national Democratic campaigns and a lot of the 501c4 organizations. I also worked at Care2, which is this cause marketing website. They have this site called the Petition Site, so they partner with nonprofits to help them with cause marketing. So I know the big names in the space, and now I'm just trying to tap into my network to continue scaling.
I have another question for you.
Sure.
It seems like if you look at LinkedIn, right? And I'm not comparing to LinkedIn, but for LinkedIn, the job seekers, the service is mostly free, so to speak, right? And so I guess my question is, it's easier to maybe reach out to someone who wants to do good, but it seems like if you could basically attract the bees with the honey, if you have the jobs that you could basically promote, and so forth, and then make the match there. So why did you choose to go the other way? I guess you said you didn't because you said you also have a free job board.
Yes, exactly.
And then there's some.
Yeah, what I've chosen to do is to aggregate jobs at existing job boards. One pain point that I'm solving for that I noticed as a political and nonprofit job seeker is because LinkedIn and Indeed aren't serving those job seekers particularly well. We all know these small niche job boards. I can name a few competitors, but they are too hyper niche. Idealist.org is my biggest like social impact competitor. They only do nonprofits. Gamepower.org, Arena.run, Inclusive. These are all political job boards. They don't feature nonprofits. For like social startups, a lot of them listed on like well-found, but they don't feature nonprofit work or political work. And so there's a lot of hopping around, and that's pretty tedious and exhausting. Whereas maybe someone outside of this industry, they can go straight to LinkedIn, and maybe people in tech can speak to that they just go to LinkedIn, find a job. They don't have to hop. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I love that the simpler ideas sometimes are the best, you know, job for remote jobs. And I love that you are doing for profit, for social good as well, which is great as well. Almost there for the last one. Do we have Envire here?
Engineer?
Yes. Thank you so much. Your turn.
Thank you. I'm the last person. Yay, everyone's awake. All right, see, I didn't have to use my microphone. All right, so here's what we're going to do here. I had some notes. I'm going to follow them, but I just want to impress you with some good numbers here. And to start off is, I'm hoping that you know what CI/CD means, and I'm going to step back here. Thank you. And hello, Internet. Yes. So software dev is using CI/CD pipelines to innovate, to test, and to deploy. And that's why companies are now releasing at an unprecedented pace. You won't know one of those companies. Zoom. And that's why they're coming out with so many things that you can't keep up with. The bad news is that the go-to-market teams are not keeping pace with DevOps. There's a delivery gap, and that's because traditional go-to-market processes are slow and siloed. Go on, we can do this. We can do this. AI is changing the go-to-market playbook. If you look at some of these figures, these are some of the things that AI can do. I went too fast. And that is all I was going to say here is that what we are going to do is we are orchestrating go-to-market at the speed of CI/CD with agentic AI. Really, the solution is we're bringing autonomous, personalized agents to orchestrate go-to-market launches. And what we have is we have a multi-agent system that uses AI agents to cut the time, reduce the cost, and ensure precision. Our agents work together like a super team. They're all talking to each other, they're strategizing, they're creating, they're running every parts for your go-to-market launch in real time, aligned now with DevOps. Every release is day one, and you'll be ready. These are some of the things that we're doing. We're orchestrating the launch. Our framework handles each stage of the go-to-market lifecycle, from strategy to content creation to customer communications and analytics. And here are some of the agents that we're putting together. Really, the benefits are huge. And this chart illustrates some of the engineer impact across the go-to-market range from roadmap to release. Yes, this is a difficult one to handle. Come on. We'll get there. All right, so this is the opportunity. From a TAM perspective, we're looking at $25 billion by 2028, CAGR of 19.7, and it's a $66 billion TAM by 2033. Now, where we're at right now is that we're at stage one, bootstrapped, self-funded, and we're just about ready to release an MVP. And that's why in phase two, we need to raise some money to cover the cost of this MVP that we're going to do and to get some early adopters on board. Phase three, we're going to be looking for 2.8 million. You need to invest in us. And why am I saying that? Because we're the first people to do this. We know that we're the first people to do this, and we know that we can benefit anybody that adopts us. We're going to launch people faster, cut costs, and drive revenue acceleration. And this is a huge underserved market. All you Vibe coders out there know about that. This is the team. We have over 80 years of combined experience in all areas of releasing, going to market. And we're using the agentic as an engineering team to build our LLM and all the framework. So what I would suggest is that if you're interested in joining this unique opportunity in solving the go-to-market latencies that you historically see, and I'll teach you how you can learn more about Zoom, but that's a whole other story. Get a hold of me and get in touch with me. And thank you for lasting and waiting for me to be here tonight. Thank you. Yes.
I'm sorry for being ignorant, but I don't know what CI/CD means. What does it stand for?
Continuous improvement, continuous delivery. I would say a good 60% of all new companies now, their DevOps is using that.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
I see that you are using the agentic as a development partner.
Correct.
And I'm very good friends with Akash, the CEO and founder of the agentic. And I'm curious about, since they're building your LLM and backend structure, what is your moat and what is your team's strength about?
A couple of things about using the agentic. We recognized early that this market's moving really fast. CI/CD is one of the reasons, and we wanted to be the leader in this space. And so we chose to use the agentic to get to market first. As far as we can tell, we are still leading the pack, and we haven't found any close competitors. We are able to patent some of our unique ways of structuring our agents, and we know that the secret sauce that we're going to be bringing to market will keep us ahead of all our competitors, at least for a while. The other thing I'll also mention too, I'm not sure how many people have worked with AI agents. They're unique characters. They're continuously learning. And so if you are to market first, it's harder for people behind you to catch up. It's not like software development where you can go out and develop some new software to leapfrog somebody else. The agents are have a unique ability to keep you ahead of the marketplace.
I agree that agents have unique ability to keep you up to the market, but how are you getting that proprietary data to keep you updated?
The proprietary data from the customers, the proprietary data for the agents?
For both.
So the secret, the agents, is that the agents are able to take advantage of the materials that the customer have. Jira, GitHub, Confluence, the PRD, any of the documentation they have. Those are the traditional companies that are still using agile methodologies. New companies using CI/CD are continuously releasing in small little segments so that any little bug won't have a very huge impact. And the really cool thing about it is our agents can integrate with the CI/CD models, so we have all the latest and greatest information from these customers. I don't have enough time to talk about all the little details these agents are doing, but we actually provide complete analytics for these companies so that when they do release, that they know themselves that there was a reason to go to market and that their releases have some value. Was there another question? Is that it?
Thank you.
Okay, very good. Merci.
De rien. Thank you, Jim, from Invenir. And I know that we have one more, just one more, because it was a last minute ask and I promised to say yes to Strawberry. Do we have Charles still being here or has he left?
He asked for a favor and then laughed.
Do we have Charles from Strawberry who strongly asked for adding pitch? No? Too bad. So guys, we'll be ending with total. I'm gonna give you the list again, just to refresh memory. The final list of prison startups. So that's better, guys, because less competition. Yeah. And we have self-actualized AI first, Lumina Data second, Neptune XR third, AirRobot fourth, Sentry AI fifth, Flashbox sixth, Deep Invent seven, Ideus 8, Catch-up AI 9, Remotely Good 10, Invenir AI 11. 11 startups. We will win. So let's give some time to the judges. Hope that you had You could vote as well. And I guess that we are coming back in. You're done? Oh my gosh.
Well, the system did it, right?
the system.
Yes. Yeah. So just give us like 2 minutes, please. Even if you're done, so we can announce who is winning the prize, which is coming. 2 minutes, guys. Thank you.
Still willing to change for $100.
Hey, you're really good.
Hey,
Yeah,
thank you.
Nice format. Todd, do you know Todd? I work with Todd Dunham.
Oh.
He ran Funding Stack.
Let me go on. You should connect.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Because I like your format.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I really like your format.
Yeah.
I have a lot of companies that I invest in.
Okay.
That I would like to bring to your format.
Yeah.
Potentially the early stage.
Would love that.
Yeah, I really like the early stage.
We are, I love that you're boosting innovation.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm 19 years of age. I started my first company, and I
Not
never have to work for
you
anybody.
know.
I know how
I saw that. She said MySpace. Come on, don't be such a dude, And like for every single one of these ideas that there's 10 other people have the same idea with 10 different ways to do it. You know, these people just had this dumb idea to do it. Bro, I mean, it is. That's why we're here. Bro, here. So this is just my own opinion. Yeah. The opportunity for innovation is still going to be in the because of events like this. Because you get to share your stupid idea with these dumbass people. They're going to take this dumb idea and do whatever they want with it. They're fucking like
9 months later, remember the day. December 2019.
Yeah, the failure economy. We all want to fail fast, right?
I said, oh, you think oh, no, kidding, one day recently, and I screamed out, no! And I go, you realize you're the biggest in history. All hell's gonna break loose. I said that.
Look, dude, all these companies, whenever they say like, oh, I want somebody who has experience.
Anything you want.
No. But you know what that means is that, oh yeah, this person broke shit. I mean, isn't that true? Like, if you release a freaking code and you get 1,000 Jira tickets in the morning, I mean, you know, like, you're like, hey, we found something, guys. Like, let me hire support. It's an interesting world we live in right now.
And then it's there's 2 guys doing something. It's called robotics. So the categories are all websites and I said, oh my God, it's just brilliant.
Hey, I have a lot of stupid ideas. I think it's all about like finding your people. You know what I mean?
I said,
Just
you
finding
realize
that
what's
pain
happening right now?
and solving that pain with whatever technology. No, for real. That's what it is.
Anyway, see what happens. You want to hear what
Like, there's the technology. That's what I want. You just need to figure out like what can we implement this new technology to. And everybody has their perspective. Like, oh, I'm a lawyer. I'm gonna fix this question. Because the healthcare side of all, I think, so our goal is to patent guy was like the most like open. That touched me like. I get it. That's the game, though. That's the game. No. But you are. He's using innovative tools. It's like old problems. That's exactly what we want to use new technology for. Oh, that's so vanilla. I'm like, bro, that's exactly what we want. You want I don't know, I'm vanilla. I'm a vanilla guy. I'm sorry. I'm a vanilla guy. Okay.
There was a ransom. I don't think it's worth it because so much. He said, it's just enjoying
Let's connect. What's your name? Gerald. Geraldine.
I'm seeing the winners.
What is going on?
I don't know.
She said, I don't know. What's going on? She said, I don't know.
I think we're ready. So I know that we have been waiting for that. So it's time. It's time because I know that time is flying.
Number 3.
Yeah. So we are going to start with number 3. Okay.
No, we're starting.
Number 3 winning. And Natalia, we made fake check just for visualization purpose. Do you have them? But there are true checks afterwards.
We don't do Venmo?
Okay, so that works. So everything is there. So okay, so I'm absolutely delighted to announce the third position with Neptune XR. Well done!
Wait, what's that mean? I need them too.
Yeah.
I need them too.
Yeah.
All right, look at him first. Look at Kevin.
No, Joseph.
Kevin, is it your birthday today? Is it your birthday?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin, one more.
One more, Kevin.
1 second.
Oh, easy.
I'm sorry, Kevin. Sorry. No, my name's Joseph. I'm Kevin.
Okay, so let's do that. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So many of them. Yeah.
I know, bro.
So second position, we're calling for self-actualized AI.
Oh, he left.
He left. No.
I'll take it.
Okay.
I'm okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
In the middle, please.
Yeah.
I don't know how to be in the middle.
Thank you. And we are all waiting for the first one. So be ready. 1, 2, 3. Can I have some drum thing coming? Okay. Thank you. Appreciate that. I was relying on you guys. So the winner is Deep Invent.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you. My old friend. Fucking holy shit. Thank you so much. I'm here for dollars. Who cares about money like the love?
Yeah.
Look at Kevin first. Kevin first.
Kevin first.
All right, Kevin. Then Joseph. All right, look at Joseph.
Amazing. Thank you.
Winners.
Yeah,
Get
winners
up here, top 3.
on stage.
Why are you shy all of a sudden? Get up here. Come on now. What he said.
Winners on stage.
Come on up here, beautiful ladies.
Yeah, Natalia. Yeah, Natalia, come. No, okay, come.
This is where all the class and grace is, and this is where
Yeah.
the shit is.
Yeah.
They're coming up for you.
Seriously.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Well done. So thank you everyone for all your attention, your focused attention, which is super valuable, and for being here. It was amazing having you. I'm super grateful. I'm glad that some startups can live with some, money. It's always helpful. And see you for the next one. Bye.
Yeah, we're on this.
So here's the thing. I've been litigating cases for the entire round. I've been litigating them for like nonprofits and I don't work on anything. As soon as I
You guys want the photos together? All right, say happy birthday, Kevin.
ran off with massive.
I started teaching.
Ah, good job, bro.
So,
I was gonna.
And also, you actually have to work and have a person who actually build a highly customized go-to-market plan. They just built the